Good evening, guys. This is Mike Padua, and we are back to our latest update on the two tropical cyclones currently within the Philippine area of responsibility. So right now we are replacing the name of severe tropical storm Jolina, Conson update, and it's now a super typhoon Kiko Chanthu since this new system. Since Jolina is already moving across the West Philippine Sea and is no longer a threat within the next 24 hours, and we are now focusing our attention on the upcoming super typhoon. The system has undergone rapid intensification for the past 12 to 24 hours, and it continues to be a very intense, catastrophic weather system, and is now threatening extreme northern Luzon with a track which is moving more to the south, but the high pressure which steers this super typhoon is expected to weaken within the next 3 days. So the track of Kiko will start to resume back from west-southwest to west-northwest within the next couple of days. So this is for today, Wednesday evening, September 8, 2021. So we are now using this update on Kiko. Let's begin. Here's the latest fast animation from the Japan Meteorological Agency. As you can see here, tropical storm Conson, which passed over Masbate since our last update yesterday. It made landfall over Marinduque early this morning and made another landfall over Batangas, San Juan, Batangas to be exact, and passed over Lipa City, Tagaytay, Taal area, and has emerged over the mouth of Manila Bay, just south of Corridor, around 5 p.m., and it rushed along the southern and western coastline of Bataan, with some agencies showing a landfall over Bataan, but based on what we see on the satellite animation and some data, the system just moved offshore very close to the coast of Bataan, and it's now in the vicinity of the coastal areas of Subic Bay. Okay, since last night, tropical storm Jolina, which weakened a bit after crossing Masbate, has rapidly intensified once again as it approaches Marinduque, and it has maintained its 100 kph winds until it moved over to the west coast of Zambales, which has weakened a bit from 100 to 95 kph, and it is expected to regain intensity once the system moves farther into the West Philippine and South China Seas within the next 3 to 5 days. So that's the situation on tropical storm, severe tropical storm Jolina. As we look on the other side of the basin, this is the Philippine Sea, we are witnessing the arrival of a very small super typhoon. It rapidly intensified into super typhoon and is now moving closer to the landmass of Luzon. Now, as we look at the windy.com zoom in satellite animation for these two systems, you can clearly see here the eye, pinhole eye, around 9 kilometers in diameter, is currently undergoing a eye wall replacement cycle, which means that the current eye wall is collapsing and weakening, and yet another eye wall is expected to form, replacing the old one. So based on what we see now, for the past few hours the eye disappeared, but right now it's again back to its same pinhole eye, and this system is likely to pass very close to the coastal areas of northern Cagayan, sometime Friday afternoon or within the next 40 hours. So if we take a look at the track of these two weather systems, let's first pick on Jolina. Jolina is, as of now, is somewhere here. Okay. And then it is expected to turn more to the west for the next 24 to 36 hours, likely to intensify back to 110 kph, and is expected to move out of the Philippine area of responsibility early Friday morning, September 10, and is likely to become a Category 1 minimal typhoon on September 11 through 12. So this system is expected to move towards, expected to pass over or very close to Hainan within the next 4 to 5 days. So that will be this weekend or early next week. Now, if we look on the first track of Kiko, courtesy of Typhoon 2000, here you go. The system is moving west-southwest for the past 12 hours, but right now it's starting to move more to the west because the system is just below the high pressure ridge located to the south of Japan, and it's now moving along the southwest periphery of the high pressure ridge. That's the reason why the forecast calls for a northwesterly turn for the next 3 to 5 days. So due to the IOL replacement cycle, the super typhoon will weaken below STY status and is expected again to re-intensify back to minimal super typhoon strength of 240 kph, still a category 4 system here, when it is expected to pass very close to the northern coastal areas of Cagayan. So based on the 5 p.m., the winds has peaked to category 5, 260 kph with gustiness up to 315, but right now it's it weakened slightly to 250 kph, but still quite a very strong system. So this will be on September 10, Friday, and it will pass across the Babuyan group of islands, including Calayan Island, on the early morning of Saturday, September 11. And on the afternoon of September 11, Super Typhoon Kiko will move out of the Philippine area of responsibility as it moves in the general direction of southern China, particularly here in the vicinity of Fujian province. Okay, so there you go, the latest on Super Typhoon Kiko. Here's the track of Conson when it comes to the multi-agency tracks that includes Pag-asa. So if we look now on Chanthu or Super Typhoon Kiko, most of the agencies shows a track very close to extreme northern Luzon and making landfall or passing very close to Babuyan or Batanes group of islands. So that will be the scenario, and it's expected to happen within the next 2 to 3 days. Now, if you take a look at the model of Jolina, it shows here that most of them agree it will move west to west-northwest in the general direction of southern coastal areas of Hainan, while the Super Typhoon Kiko, majority of them shows a track very close to Batanes and making landfall over Taiwan, but the American model is showing otherwise. It's showing a possible close approach along Santa Ana, Cagayan, and into the areas of the Babuyan group of islands before it makes landfall over east of Hong Kong within the next 5 days or in during September 13. So that's the tracking. Now, if we take a look at the steering pattern right now. The reason why the storm is slightly moving west-southwest because of this strong high-pressure steering ridge to the south of Kyushu, Japan. And right now the storm is on the lowest apex of the ridge, and for the next 3 days it will start to move more to the west-northwest to northwest in the general direction of extreme northern Luzon. So far, that's the latest on the steering flow. Now, here's the oceanic heat content right now. At the reason why it rapidly intensified into a super typhoon because of the system moving over warm oceanic heat content. That's why it boosted up into super typhoon strength in a span of only 12 to 24 hours. And it will remain over warm oceanic heat content, so expect the system to fluctuate in the intensity. It could still weaken because of the eye-wall replacement cycle, but afterwards it will regain intensity back to super typhoon status. And if we take a look at the forecast of the rain and wind from ECMWF, if we move this on Thursday, here comes the storm, and then on Friday it will be just to the east of northern Luzon, and Friday evening it will pass very close to northern Cagayan. It will pass northeast of Cagayan and towards the area of Batanes and Bubuyan Islands. It may pass very close to Batanes Islands by either Friday afternoon to early morning of Saturday. Okay, so that's the latest so far on the super typhoon. So no worries when you are living here in central and southern Luzon, but in northern Luzon, Batanes, Bubuyan Islands, just watch the system closely for possible passage to your area. So it's still far for 2 days from now, but let's hope some miracles happen that the system will move more to the north, just like based on the European model. Okay, so we'll be returning again tomorrow to give you more updates on the super typhoon. And from Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always, be #weatherwiser, and thank you so much for watching our channel.